What's up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are doing the Super Bowl trailer for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Very excited about this. I watched the Super Bowl today for the trailers, and I don't know why, because I didn't watch the trailers while they were on TV anyway. So I just watched a very long, exhausting game. It was fine. Whatever. But if you have not seen, we are also doing reactions to every episode of WandaVision. You can check out the uncut reactions over on our Patreon, patreon.com/heroesreforged. We have the cut down versions here as well, but the ones on Patreon, in my opinion, are better because they're time coded, so you can literally sync up our video with the show and watch us discover all the amazing secrets and all the amazing moments of that show. And when this show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, debuts in March, we will be doing a reaction series for this show as well. And there will be uncut versions of this also available on Patreon. Stay tuned till the end. We're going to talk about some of our thoughts, our theories about where the show can go, maybe even the placement, because we're obviously learning a lot from WandaVision. And I'm just ready for this adventure.
Yeah, let's go, baby boy.
I'm ready too. I'm ready too.
When you are.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my God, it's loud.
So, who would like to start?
Bucky
Are
and
they being
Sam,
interrogated?
baby.
Interrogated.
Why does Sam aggravate you?
This is going to be...
So what's our plan?
I already feel like this is going to be Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Great.
Ooh, I
I'm
like
digging
that
this
logo.
music too.
Yeah.
Superheroes
Ooh,
Okay.
won't be allowed to
this is
exist.
that's Madripoor, baby.
Yeah.
I have no intention to leave my work.
There's the mask.
Yes, 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 yes.
The world's upside down right now.
Oh.
Damn.
I have a plan.
Oh my God, what? Oh yeah.
Sharon Carter.
Oh my.
Dang.
She's knocking him out.
U.S. agent.
Okay.
Not
Yo,
again.
Hello, girl, kick your ass.
Bucky.
Woo!
Bucky was getting worked.
Fast
Oh
and
my
Furious
God.
stunt right there.
See? That wasn't so hard.
Are you ready? Is you ready?
Okay.
You say you ready?
What are you doing?
Whole squad ready?
Are you having a staring contest?
A blinking contest.
Just blink. Sweet Jesus. I mean, how old are you?
Bucky's a 120-year-old man.
He is,
turns out.
He is, yeah. definitely.
Amazing.
Wow,
looks
that
fun.
was just fun,
Yeah,
dude.
that looks
was
straight up
fun, dude.
I think just straight, like, just right off the bat, you know, tonally this feels very different from WandaVision, but I think this tone is what fits these two actors and what I think is going to fit these two characters in the greater context of the MCU. Because we've already known Sam Wilson to be very quippy, whether it was with Bucky or Steve Rogers in the beginning, you know, on your left, all these fun moments. So I think you have to kind of carry that over. And I also really think that this is going to be an opportunity for Sebastian Stan as an actor to kind of cement who he is as a person and as an actor. Because I think previously in the Captain America movies, you know, he was alongside the Boy Scout, and I think Chris Evans was great because he really I feel like his role was very defined, whereas Winter Soldier, we got little pieces of Bucky here and there. We got to see a little bit of growth, but yeah, it never really was fully fleshed out. And this, I think, will give him that opportunity.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look, I think everybody who is tuning into WandaVision is realizing, like, oh, these TV shows can give these side characters, these supporting characters, a lot of depth. I think people are like now discovering the potentiality of Wanda Maximoff, the potentiality of Vision. And the thing I'm most excited about from this show, because I'm such a fan of these characters from the comics especially, is I'm like, give Bucky his due and give Sam his due. And Sam has been really solid, and I think that Sam's best movie up to this point is probably Winter Soldier, where he was coming in for that awesome sidekick supportive role, and he was just a great character for Chris Evans, Steve, to like link up with. And I think so far Sebastian Stan has been the most impressive, frankly, in the first Avenger. But it's a totally different tone and a totally different vibe because he's really badass and scary in Winter Soldier, but like barely there. He's just this blank slate, zombified, sort of like, mind controlled guy.
He's just a weapon at that point.
That was a tough role, and I think that most of that movie he is the villain, and right at the end we get the little glimpses of, oh, next time we see him. But then the next time we see him is in a very crowded movie called Captain America: Civil War, where he's sort of like a bridge between where he is now and what he was in Winter Soldier, where he's kind of still like short and confused and frustrated, but he like knows everything about Steve. He remembers Steve, but he's still on the run. He just wants to eat plums. Leave him alone. Like there's a lot going on with Bucky in that movie, but it's still not really his movie. It's still Steve's movie. He's sharing it with Tony Stark. And then you get him in Infinity War and Endgame, and he's like this really fun, supportive character. So I think that he has been utilized in a really smart way in these movies up to this point. But the comics have made me love Winter Soldier Bucky Barnes. And I'm a huge fan of Sebastian Stan. I think he's a fantastic actor. I think he's really great in what's it called? I, Tonya. Thank you. The Tanya Harding. Of course. Why did I was blanking on Tanya Harding, not the name of the movie, because I would have remembered it immediately. But to go off of what you're saying, Adam, this looks like it's going to be perfectly suited for these actors and to really let them both cement who they are as these characters and to let everybody know watching like what they're bringing to the table and even what these characters are. The same goes for Baron Zemo. The same goes for Sharon Carter doing some action. We barely got to see her a little bit in Winter Soldier and Civil War, and that's it. So I'm just excited about if this is going to be anything like what WandaVision has done for Scarlet Witch and Vision, these characters are going to be awesome to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what's really most important for me for the takeaway of it is we're going to watch them deal with the mantle of Cap and the responsibility of Cap and trying to do what you feel like Cap would do in certain situations. When these two guys are clearly very flawed characters who don't even get along with each other and suddenly have to live up to Captain America and everything he stood for and being a solid guy and being the person who you feel like will always do you right, and they can't even do each other right. So it's going to be real interesting to see that dynamic because as fun as it looks, I have a feeling it's going to get real deep as soon as like they start getting past those surface scratches. There's a lot of stuff to explore in the show, and I am excited.
Some of my favorite stuff from the comics is when after the comic book Civil War, Steve Rogers was thought to be dead, like he was dead. These two characters really sort of stepped up and took the kind of lead of this comic book, and how they acted after they thought Steve Rogers was dead is super interesting. It's so compelling. It's so compelling.
I look at this loosely like a sequel to Captain America: Civil War, mostly because it deals with a lot of the characters and especially the villain being Baron Zemo. This is like the first time we're picking up with this character. It'll be 7 years, I believe. If it's 2023, it's 7 years. So I'm really excited to see Daniel Bruhl's evolution as a character as well, and what happened to him in those 7 years. Just like with WandaVision, we get little hints as to what happened to some of the characters. The other thing that excites me is I'm very curious to see how the Sokovia Accords, how they've evolved over 7 years. Like we've kind of had those conversations with WandaVision, but I don't think that WandaVision is necessarily the right show to tackle that topic. This show, to me, feels like it's the right show to tackle what the Sokovia Accords are, because what it looks like they're working for some government agency. Don't know if it's like some newly reformed SHIELD, if it's SWORD, if it's something else. If the Accords are still in place, then like what does that mean for them? Are they now agents of the government? Are they still vigilantes? I really do think that at the end, when the finale, the title comes up at the end, it'll say like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Falcon will wipe off and Captain America will show up. Like you guys were saying, they have to really live up to what Captain America represents and who he was, not necessarily as Steve Rogers, but as Captain America himself. So
the idea of Captain America,
exactly. But guys, let us know in the comments what you thought about this official trailer for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Any theories? Where do you think this show will take place, and what are some characters that you think might cameo? We've heard rumblings of a couple characters that might show up, so I'd love to know your guys' theories on that. Like the video if you haven't already, subscribe as well. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications, and we'll catch you in the next reaction.